Hello, aspiring call center agent. This is Nayumi Cee speaking. For today's topic, we'll talk about the continuation of the 30 behavioral interview questions and answers plus tips that I'll be giving you. So if you haven't watched part 1 of this video, I'll put the link in the description box down below so you can watch it right after you watch this video or maybe before you even begin watching this one. And by the way, we'll talk about 2 topics regarding behavioral interview questions, which covers topics about time management skills, and then 5 questions about your motivation and values at work as well. And also, I'd like to let you know that behavioral interview questions are being asked by your interviewer in order to know who you are, how you think, and how you resolve real-life problems or situations, okay? And in order for you to nail each and every questions, you have to be as realistic as possible. You also have to state what you truly experience and, of course, the lessons, the learnings that you've got out of those experiences, okay? And so yes, without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, time management skills is very important in whatever job may it be in a call center setting or outside call center, in a corporate job. So we have here 5 questions, and let's start with question number 11. Okay, so tell me about the time you had to be very strategic in order to meet all your top priorities. So when you need to be very strategic, meaning you have to budget your time, you have to allocate it to specific tasks in order for you to maximize your time and be able to work productively. And you also need to meet your top priorities. So what are those top priorities? For example, in a call center setting, you must be able to close at least 10 sales in 1 month. You need to hit this target like below 600 average handling time and such, okay? So those are your top priorities in a certain fiscal, for example. And so I have here tips to nail this question. So you can share your experience when you were asked by your boss to accomplish a certain task as early as possible. Share your experience when you're able to beat the deadline for the task given to you. What did you do to make it possible? Okay, so sample answer would be, as a call center agent, you will be talking to your customer at the same time pull up your tools, process the requests, and document what you've done during the call. And you have to be able to do all those in an efficient manner. And so I have to be a great multitasker in order to do that, and it works. Okay, so that's a sample answer, but of course, feel free to come up with your own answer based on the tips I gave you. Next question is this. Describe a time when you have to travel long hours in order to report to work on time. How are you able to do that? Now, this applies if you are living way too far from where your workplace is. But if you are just near your workplace, then you may skip this part, okay? So tips is this, or a tip that I can give is, or actually tips. Share your routine from home until you reach work, and you may enumerate your best practices as well. Now, sample answer is this. All jobs require you to be on time, and since I am living far from where my workplace is, what I did was relocate to a closer location in order to make sure that I will be able to report on time. Even after I moved, I always make it a point to prepare an hour before my shift. That will make me not rush on things I have to do. Okay? So that is a very good time management practice as well. 13. Sometimes it's just not possible to get everything on your to-do list done. Tell me about a time your responsibilities got a little overwhelming. What did you do? Okay, tips that I can give you. Share an experience of yours when you were given so many tasks to complete, like promised callbacks, trainings, or new tasks added. State what you did to not be overwhelmed or to avoid those things to pile up. Sample answer would be this. When tasks given to me seem to be overwhelming, what I typically do is break down each task into simpler ones. I tend to do things one at a time in an orderly manner. For example, after I finished calling my customers who requested for follow-up, I will now proceed with the additional tasks given to me. Proper time management also helps to effectively do this. Okay? Question number 14 is this. Tell me about a time you set a goal for yourself. How did you go about ensuring that you would meet your objective? Tip that I can give you is this. Share your experience when you've set a specific goal and you've accomplished it. Share how you've done that. Okay? So you may have that goal that you've set and then it happened. So share your best practices with that. Alright? So yes, sample answer is this. In my previous job, if we're able to meet our monthly goals individually, we will be able to receive cash incentives on top of our regular pay. I remember getting the highest incentive at that time, even if I was just a newbie back then. What I did was I familiarized myself of the rules in order to get that and work each and every day towards achieving it. I believe that when you set to your mind that you'll be able to do it, you definitely will. Okay? And I agree with that. Last question is, give me an example of a time you managed numerous responsibilities. How did you handle that? So this happens when your boss trusts you so much that he assigns a lot of tasks for you to take care of, or when a co-worker of yours is absent and you were advised to take over her duties. Share your experience when that happened to you. Simple answer is this. I remember one time when one of my workmates was absent for a day because of health problem. I was advised by her and my team leader to take care of her tasks. I managed to do my tasks first and hers afterwards. Hers, yan. I created a to-do list that day for me to execute it properly. Okay? So, yeah, let's talk about motivation and values at work. So, question number 16 is, tell me about your proudest professional accomplishment. I provided 2 questions in here, or 2 answers. But let's first give you tips, of course. Share your biggest accomplishment in your professional life or career. Okay? So, whatever accomplishment that may be, share that enthusiastically. Okay? Alright, sample answer is this. I was extremely proud of myself and I was awarded as a top agent 3 months after I got hired, even if I was just a newbie back then. Or I was extremely proud of myself upon graduating in college. I took a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. It took me 5 years to finish it. That was a difficult course to finish, but I managed to. I feel so fulfilled at that time. Okay, 17. Describe a time when you saw a problem or you saw some problem and took the initiative to correct it rather than waiting for someone else to do it. Tips is this. Share your experience when you notice a certain problem everyone knows about, but no one is taking action to resolve it. So, initiative. Take initiative, guys. Okay, sample answer is this. I experienced one time when I went to our office comfort room. I noticed that the faucet is malfunctioning. People who went there did not bother to let the maintenance know about the issue, so I did. It was fixed that same day. Okay, as simple as that. 18. Tell me about the time when you worked under close supervision or extremely loose supervision. How did you handle that? Tips this. This is asked to determine whether you can work with minimum supervision or not. So here's a sample answer. I can work under minimum supervision, but if my manager is always with me to guide me while working on my task, that would serve as a bonus. When I am trained to do things already, I can work without that much assistance already unless it is a new or a delicate task. Alright, so we're down to the question number 19. Comment down below if you're still with me. All right, so thank you so much. Not all of you guys are able to finish or to come up until this part, so thank you. So, 19, give me an example of a time you were able to be creative with your work. What was exciting or difficult about it? Tips: exerting an effort in order for your task to be done in a creative manner can be challenging and at the same time exciting. You will agree with me. So you have to mention both when answering this question. How do you do that? I'll give you example. I experienced a time when I have to present an alternative to my colleagues. It was both challenging and exciting. Challenging in a way that I have to think of creative ways and how I can deliver the message across in our team, which everyone would accept and be happy about. Exciting in a way that when I'm done presenting the idea, everyone agreed to it. Pardon about the typo error, it's deliver, not delivery, okay? Just human. Question number 20, which is the last question for this part. Tell me about a time you were dissatisfied in your work. What could have been done to make it better? By the way, before I answer this question, I'd like to let you know that we have created a shop. It's Nayumi Cee shop at Shopee. You can also shop with me there. Thank you. If you don't want to shop, that's okay. You can follow me instead. Thank you. I'll put the link in the description box down below. Love lots. And so yes, tips to nail this question is, of course, all of us make countless mistakes. Sometimes what we've done is already the best, only to find out there's an alternative that's so much better. So we're thinking that okay, what I'm doing is already great, but you know what? There's so much better. There's something better than what you can think of. So acknowledge the fact and strive to becoming a better employee instead. Okay. Alright, so yeah, sample answer is this. I've experienced this many times. I tend to feel unsatisfied with how I've done my work, even if I've exerted a lot of effort in doing it. What I do when this happens is that I seek an advice towards my colleagues or my boss. Most of the time, they have something brilliant to offer that actually works. Okay, so yeah, we do have a Facebook page. It's Nayumi Cee. You can follow that page, like that page, please. You can also send me direct message there. If you have questions, please let me know. If you want me to refer you to the same company I'm working with right now, you can do that as well. And also, please make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Share this video, like comment down below. And yeah, follow me in my social media accounts. I have TikTok, I also have Facebook page, and I also have the shop, Nayumi Cee shop. And yeah, I'll see you again the third part of this video. Love lots, guys. Bye and take care always.